Hello everybody. Microphone is working. Excellent, excellent. You love to see it. Just a heads up, I have like zilch stamina. Nothing in the tank. Dead on my feet. So probably going to be a short one. Ugh. Ugh. Cloud, Billy, Ghoulie. How you doing? How you doing? Straight into it. No room for thoughts. I don't have thoughts in the brain at the moment anyway. It may or may not have taken, oh god, what was it? 6 hours to fall asleep, I think. It was rough. Rough. Don't think you've seen this one? Yeah, it's the mermaid entry for this month. It's coming along. It's coming along. Looks like the Eldrin Merfolk kind of vibe. I'm not sure that I'm familiar with how Eldrin Merfolk look. I'll take your word for it though. Happy to see reference. Hungry for reference at the moment, actually. Bless me for adding with no fuel. Thank you. We shall persevere. I think my next step is to shift some more of the other background elements, just because it'll be difficult to tell what I need to adjust with her specifically until more things are in play. Just adding some more volume to the water. So if it's all just a lovely smooth gradient, it kind of feels flat. So adding a bit more jank helps to give the impression that the water's moving a bit, that it's a little bit murky, that there, you know, blah 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. The surface shine is going to help a lot as well, but we're not there yet. We're not yet at that stage. I also think that more of her hair needs to be out and about in the water. But I'm not entirely sure how I want to go about doing that though. I know that with some of these raised sections, I need her hair to be like flatter against the water surface, just because you're seeing it more head on. Even for spots like this, I feel like it's too curled. Drain you in the lake kind of merfolks. Yeah, yep. That's the vibe, that's the vibe. Oh, yes, this is what I'm talking about. Yes. Yes, Cloud. Frick, I opened the wrong reference file. No, Dave. Here we go. This one. The gifts, they just keep on being given. They're all going in. They're all going into the mixture. Oop. Oop, 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 oop. Oop, 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 oop. There we go. This is what I'm talking about in terms of hair being dispersed in the water. This is what I need. Or the hair matted to the face as well. Yes, yes. 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 Okay, I'll stop. But then this area would be darker. That's fine. Oh, and they do the reflections off the water so well as well. So see how her hair comes out into the water and then immediately goes out flat? I feel like it's all right here because it's implied that we've got a dip in the waves, whereas over on this right side, it should be more vertical. Horizontal. Is the Arthurian legend meets Grim Fairy Tales playing? I keep mixing Eldraine with what are they called? Eladrin? Like the big like cosmic in-between beings. I don't know where that misconnection has happened, but it has. So I'll need to try and squash that as quickly as I can. Otherwise, that'll be a connection that I can't disassociate. What are we up to today, by the way? What hijinks? What shenanigans? Shenaniganry? That's looking a little bit better. I still think that there ought to be more illumination on the face. I want to keep the feeling of the silhouette-y look. But it's looking too artificially dark, I guess is the word that comes to mind. There we go. It's looking a little bit more to the point of what I wanted it to be. Hit it with a bit of like accurate underlighting. That way we've got reflections off of the surface of the water going on. But it's still obscured. Okay. Did a ton of doodling today. At this hour, the only thing left is stream watching and eventually sleep. Excellent. Good place to be. Yeah, I saw. So, does that mean that the faces and the spiral are done? It's just a case of either like shading them out the way that you want to, or however you want to sort that treatment in terms of the spiral effect. The faces themselves are done though. Just defining the spiral. Don't know how much you'll shade the faces. Oh, fair. It's looking sick. Like, really, really, really like the treatment that you've given to the faces. Very, or like traditional cartoonist kind of finish to them. It's really cool. Really, really cool. Haven't done an art in what seems like 3 weeks. Way more if you don't count the cave battle map. Excuse me, why would I not count that? Pardon? None of this, I guess I technically did an art business. Creating shadows between all the layers. Yeah, yep. Which is what you were working on last night. Tried to keep it very basic, little editing. It looks super clean, super duper clean. Do I do commission work often? Not as... It hasn't been as frequent as last year, just because I've been focusing on streaming a little bit more this year. It tends to be quite eclectic, though, in terms of what's asked for, whether it's like pet portraits or character art or like illustration covers, that sort of thing. All over the place. But yes. Do I have a favorite ask? The most fun I've had, I guess, would be environment. But that's not too shocking, right? Landscape, breaking news, landscape artists enjoys drawing landscapes. It's true. It's true. The couple of like big landscapey commissions that I've received have been really, really fun. It's honest, but it's not. It's not like a revelation, you know. Breaking news, exclusive. Read further inside the magazine to find out more. Believe it or not, I used to find landscapes to be quite burdensome. where it used to be a case of, I want to draw a character like flying through the sky, doing a magic or whatever, and I guess I gotta do like an environment that the character's in. I guess. But it's slowly reversed, where now I look forward to painting the environment, and then when it comes to the subject work, it's like, what do I do? Man touches grass, wants more grass. Yeah, exactly. You have zero clue with landscapes? So did I. It turned out the solution was just do a million of them and then you'll figure it out. Which is a horrible thing to say, because it's like, it's the worst advice you could give. Just do it, forehead. But it's how I learned. So I can't. I can say all of the like I can give all of like the vapid kind of feel goody pieces, like you know, if you try real hard, or like it's just this one trick, or blah 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 blah. For me, honestly, it was just sit down and do 100 landscape studies, and it started to click after that. I'm not one of those geniuses who they instinctively just pick up on how a pattern is formed and blah blah blah, circumvent a whole bunch of work. No, I I have to do the very brute force, work my way through a million ones in order to wrap my head around it. It'd be so nice if it was like, here's this one trick and you can do a landscape. I'm sure there are, actually. You know, to be fair, maybe there are just like simple tricks out there for it. Maybe there are. You like a fish out of water? Get back in the water then. No, that's fair. That's fair. It's the type of thing where my recommendation would be, if you want to improve, just do it more. Used to want to be a landscape artist. What changed? Landscape artistry is wicked cool. That's what I say to you. That's what I say to you, Cloud. Too bad at art. It's hard. Like, I won't sugarcoat it. Like, it is a difficult thing to learn. At least it was for me. I can't speak to everyone. But I wouldn't classify myself as like a special genius or anything who's figured out something unique. Like, anybody can do what I did to get to where I am. skills-wise. You've seen my older pieces. You know. You have a question? Yeah? What's up? Where did I get this image of you in the tub? Van, all I gotta say is you gotta be careful of what you upload onto the internet. Google knows all. Yeah, exactly. Yep. I'm all for personal freedoms, but when you pull out the megaphone and declare, "I'm doing a bath now," to all of your local neighbors, I feel as though it was only a matter of time. At least your eyes look lovely. Oh, very piercing. Yeah. No, absolutely. Your complexion as well. What is your skin treatment? Lagoon grime and the finest of squid inks. Speaking of Struggle Town, what am I doing with this silhouette in the background? I want it to be one of the sirens emerging a little bit further out of the water. I've flubbed it. How you going, by the way, Van? What time of day is it for you at the moment? I've decided to start streaming at a very peculiar time today. I missed my usual starting block of 12, and I've just sent it anyway. Midnight. So in the US kinda section of the world, not specifically. Because for EU, it'd be like, oh, no, it could be EU. EU 6 o'clock stream tends to be like 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, 3 hours from now. No, it's a bit off. It's a bit off. In Texas, yeah, okay. I was on the money. Excellent. Would probably be 6 or 8 a.m. depending on where. Yeah. That was a thought that I eventually got to. Eventually. The bathtub reference image did actually have a Texas flag in the background though, so it's on me for not doing my research properly. Bit of a strange prop to have in your bathroom, but not on me to judge. Get to take some artistic liberties here and there. Yeah. I feel like it'd be a little bit out of place. Oh my goodness, could you imagine? I do up the piece and then there's just a little rubber ducky. Oh my god, yes. Beautiful. Absolutely flawless. Okay, then the next question is, do I think I do. I think, whoop, pixels. Yeah, I think that's, yeah. That's the play. Add the glowing eye to the back sirens as well. What if... It's so difficult to give, like, nuance to an image that's, like, buried in the back of the canvas. So I think I need to just give up on adding nuance to it and just make sure that it's the right size. And I think that's it. I think that's all I need to do. Oops. Speaking of right size, I think she needs to be far smaller than she currently is. Work with me here. Why are you not deselecting? Deselect. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, she still seems quite large for where she is in the canvas. Maybe further down or something. That could work. Happy day of the week. Happy time of the day, Alt. How you going? My keyboard's just not doing things. Hello? What? Some commands are just not working. Z works, Control Z does not. Freaking what? Oh, that doesn't work either. You know what? Closing Photoshop, reopening. It's going to be dumb. I will collapse it. It's still sick, but you're catching the tail end now. Glad to hear that it's clearing up. Glad to hear it's clearing up. No good being sick. Okay. Photoshop has decided to work again. Oh my god, I'm so excited for the weekend. This weekend I'm going to be making the transfer over to Clip Studio, and oh my goodness, it's going to feel clunky at first because there are some differences in terms of hotkeys, in terms of how you acquire brushes, blah, 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 blah. There will be growing pains, but oh my goodness, will it be worth it? Oh my goodness, will it be worth it? I won't have to deal with all of the rubbish. The big problem that I have with Photoshop, and the reason why I'm jumping ship, is because they keep hiking up the price for features that I don't want. They're like, we've introduced a new generative AI tool. A new generative AI tool that will, like, you'll be able to just ask it to make a tiger for you. And it's like, no, but I don't want it to make a tiger for me. I want to be the one making the tiger. That's the fun bit. And it's like, yeah, all right, so we've introduced the feature, and Photoshop is like $20 more expensive a month. And it's like, freaking what? Well, that's the thing. I do want a tiger, but I want to experience the joy of making the tiger myself, you know? No such thing. Not me. Not I. Let the record state that I do not hate tigers. Wouldn't complain at all if it was a line generator. That's the thing. That's the thing. But that's not the software that they're offering. They're offering Tiger generators exclusively, and I've had it up to here. I've had it up to here. That's what I'm saying. Lion generators when? Adobe? At least then I'll consider being a customer again. Could you imagine seeding a company with like false consumer reports? Like 90% of Adobe customers declare that they'll jump ship if Adobe doesn't create like a lion image generator. And they're like, oh, freaking quick, make a lion image generator. Ah, freaking pranked. Pranked. All of your R&D resources put into something stupid. Haha. I think back here I could have a siren tail. A siren tail would go pretty hard, I think. Been very limited. If it resulted in them believing a 9 out of 10 customers thing on the Onion. Yeah, I know, but this is Adobe we're talking about. This is Adobe we're talking about. The company who got confused when everybody got pissed when they were forcing like work ownership rights. Where they were like, oh, what, you didn't want it so that anything uploaded to our cloud just belongs to us? That's strange. One first page Google. Yeah, well, it's starting to feel like it. Oh, Rusty Scissors Rogue. Absolute ne'er-do-well. Fish scales. No, not fish scales as in things you weigh fish on. That's stupid, Google. That's like that. Come on. Obviously that's not what I mean. Looking for a party member, you found a guy who uses a pair of scissors as a weapon. They aren't even in good condition. Would you let him in? I mean, yeah. That weapon is so specific at that point that I just assumed that they're a main character of some sort. Like, hey man, I wouldn't be able to get away with it, but like, where the frick did you find giant scissors? You should get what you want. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel as though Google was just being cheeky at that point. Did you mean fish scales? No, Google, no. Obviously, I mean the anatomy. Please and thank you. Are you sure? Yes. Quite certain. Autocorrects to fish sales and yeah, exactly. The latest research has come out to show that fish scales quite nicely in this economic. It's like no. Come on, that's a reach. Quite the economic investment. Fish scales quite nicely. An image of a small fish next to yeah, exactly. Frick you, Google. How to report Google to itself. Help. Okay, I think splash effects in the water will help. And then, oh, speaking of little creatures, hi. What? What do you want? Oh, you want to come hang out? Hello. Welcome. You're allowed to sit on my armrest if you're going to stay still. You'll be just too distracting otherwise. Right. And then you immediately pat me on the hand and ask for pets. Goodness. You're a menace. Getting worse in all aspects recently. Even Google Scholar, whenever you try and research some economic stuff on it, always focuses in on something unrelated or chooses really old reports. Yeah, the amount of times where it comes up with the AI prompt first in the list, it's really annoying. I want it to be like a selectable option, especially since I'm signed in, right? I'm signed into Google. Surely I can go, I would like my preference to be, heck, make it so that I can go like images first, then web, then AI or something. Or like maps, news, images, result, you know, make it so that I can customize it. Oh, K Hart. Welcome to the tavern. Welcome, welcome. We're just having a whinge about Google at the moment. What are you up to? Got an article searcher through your uni and through a lot, and though it's a lot more limited, you tend to find what you want a lot easier. Well, that's the thing, right? Is regardless of how big and powerful these things are, if you're only getting like if you're only getting Reddit results as your search engine results, like what's the point, you know? I may as well just search on Reddit at that point. Ooh. Okay, this is going to be interesting. I'm not moving, okay? All right, don't freak out. Just grabbing water. Just chilling. Oh. Cheers. It's a little bit like that. She's a complete scaredy cat. We got her as a rescue. And when she'd had kittens as well. But she was like tiny, so it meant that she had kittens super duper early, and it stunted her growth. So she's small and terrified of everything, but as soon as she warms up to something, she like grows super duper attached. It's really cute. But we have to be careful because like even the most innocuous things can be like really stressful. Hi. Like even just introducing a new piece of furniture or something, if it's too large, it's like really intimidating. Hi, yeah, no, if you headbutt the desk, it's gonna turn my chair. Hi. Okay, I need to go back to I need to go back to work. So yeah, she jumps at everything, but at the same time, she can be kind of scrappy. You get the full on like street cat experience, right? Where she's incredibly cautious, but at the same time is down to like fight you for something. Hypocrite she is. Almost need to give the tail like a metallic render. Yeah. Interesting. I mean, it makes sense, right? Little armor plate scales. Ever had a pet cat was this stray that slept on your roof for like 3 months? Well, that's the thing, right? Is I was the same way. The closest thing to owning a pet bird was a kookaburra that flew into my window every morning for like 3 months. But she's been an absolute blast to have. A lot of people talk about how, like, you know, pets have like they're a little person, right? They're a little personality, and you don't really get a sense for it until you actually have one. She has like little preferences and opinions, and she asks for stuff very politely, and she like will misbehave intentionally in order to get attention and stuff. Like it's very much so like hanging out with a toddler, I guess. I imagine. Your old house was evil? You had a little sausage dog, and the birds would fly up to your dog when you notice it fly away, then come back 1 minute later. Oh, yeah, you're not wrong. Trickster god strats. Secretly, the birds were possessed by the spirit of Loki. Like right up to his... Oh my goodness. The ultimate game of chicken. Very stupid dog. He'll find a cockroach or a grasshopper, play with it, accidentally kill it, and then shove his nose in it, wondering why it won't move. I mean, to be fair, like, it's difficult to get the perspective of, like, fragility when you're, like, the alpha creature within your environment, you know? Like, why are you so weak? What is weakness? There's a bevel coming right by. Yeah. It's a little bit like that when you're in the middle of rendering something. Very much so. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it is Superman. No, wait, no, it was a bird actually after all. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is so embarrassing. I'm getting recognized. Guys, I'm being recognized. This is a big moment. Yes, it's me. It's Mahali. Oh my goodness. Oh, guys, stop. In public, no less. Autograph? Yeah. It's... Bahali. There you go. Can take that to the bank. Worth $1 million. This is actually actual look at Mahali's handwriting. Reveal. That's the trick, is to play it off as a complete joke. Like, haha, guys, could you imagine? Could you imagine if that's what my handwriting is? But no, definitely not. Sign my face. Thought it was an impersonator the whole time. No. Real deal, baby. In the flesh. In the fishy flesh. Hey, going field. Hope your day's been good so far. The flesh? I know. He's real. Okay, it's going to be a task to go through and add all of the ripples, but it's something that I'll eventually have to do. Frick this. Frick it all to heck. But I have to do it eventually. Gotta be awful. You got a job offer while you were out. You don't have transport, so they got all sad and had to reject you. Oh no. That's the third one I've rejected this week. Okay, what was next in the draft? It was rocks. Rocks. Well, okay, if you say so. Rocks. I don't drive either. Unity. Oh, ads. Sorry, everyone. Ads coming through. Use an e-scooter to get around because driving a 3-ton vehicle scares you. It's less the scares me thing and more the I don't move around a lot, so I don't really have a need for it. Hate driving. Trying to get your license purely because it's really hard to find work at the moment. Yeah. Yep. No, that is fair. I started getting my license. I got 99.9% the way there, and then I had to move state. And my only option at that point was to restart the whole process all over again. And to that I said F that. But I'll probably eventually get around to it again. The need hasn't been there yet, though. So I've taken the mindset of, it's probably fine. It's not. It's most definitely not fine, but... I'm lucky enough to be hitched onto, like, one of the arms of the public transport system. So, I've at least got that going for me. I clicked on an image thinking it was a rock sticking out of the water. No, it was a person. It was Dwayne the Rock Johnson. No, it wasn't. Come on, come on. Do I just wing it? I think I just wing it. I thought that lagoon rocks had like a particular look that I needed to replicate, but I'm not getting that sense at all. It's just wishy-washy all over the place. Pun intended. I'm okay, actually. A person who just triggered auto mod. I'm good. I do not need cheap viewers. I'm good. I already have the cheapest viewers out there. Dear, dear. So cheap that you, but yeah, well, yeah. The irony is there. It's present. You've also lived and worked on a family farm for like 6 years, so you didn't really have a point in getting a car until recently moving into town. Yeah, yep. Fields on Fields is an incredibly apt name that you've chosen then. Subscription cancelled. Oh my god, finally. You guys have realised it's all a scam. Get one eventually, just because of what your end goal job is, you know? Yeah, fair. Well, that's the thing, right? Is even just the option of driving is really strong, you know? So it's something that I'd recommend anybody getting. Do not follow in my footsteps. Do not procrastinate on getting your driver's license for a million years. You chose the name, spent a lot of time staring at fields. Yeah, fair. If I were to speak to name originality, I'd be a massive hypocrite. my name is literally Mahali in Greek. So it's essentially being like, it's me. Creativity vacuum I am. Jump over to this layer, trim the shadow considerably, given that it shouldn't be that long, given how flat the horizon is. I want to do the awesome job of field work for the RBA. RBA. Elaborate. What an RBA do? Reserve Bank of Australia. Hey, that's fine. That's admirable. Hate job search a lot. Like, why do you need a license for a media management position? Why do you have to create an account to apply for this job? Why do you need 3 to 4 years experience for an entry? Yeah, that's the big one, right? No, you don't want to work 2 to 4 hours a week as a cleaner. Yeah, yeah. Pretty much the guys who decide interest rates and trade export limits and whatnot. Yep. I mean, hey, whatever fascinates you, I think there's nothing wrong with that, right? Or even like what you aspire to do. I think that's fine. Yeah, no, by all means. Yeah, Fields, it's a bit tough. It's a bit tough. People meme about like starting an entry level job with like 10 years work experience, but it's true. Like that is the expectation in some areas, which is just obtuse is the word that comes to mind. Quite frankly, it's obtuse. Lucky enough that your uni supplies you with job opportunities, then sets you up with interviews with like 20 different companies after you graduate. Yeah, right. Well, that's one of the big advantages of uni attendance is that it sets you up with 1, opportunities and 2, connections with your peers, right? Because they're heading into the same industry that you are at around the same time. So it means that whenever one person finds an opportunity and there are several positions to be filled, they can reach out to other members of the cohort and bring them into the opportunity type of thing. Like it sets you up with a network really, really, really effectively. That's one of the things that I miss about being part of the university system is that there's not like a natural sense of a natural sense of having peers. I've had to like go looking, and I've been lucky enough to find other artists who are, you know, chipping away at their own journeys. And it's been fun, but very much so not something that's like baked in, you know. just going through, grabbing some of the sky colors and bringing them into the edge of the mountain here, just to start to round it a little bit, because it was appearing quite flat, whereas now I can kind of make it feel like some of the faces are retreating around a corner. You're on government support at the moment. They keep getting on your case, saying there are jobs everywhere. You're like gritting your teeth, like, yeah, you know, you've applied for all of them. Stop calling you. Yeah. Yeah. Nah, it's tough, right? Because, like, it's their job to do follow-up, but at the same time, it's not an easy process, not at all. They could probably do a better job of, like, being empathetic about it, but... I've been playing a game called V Rising for the past, I want to say 4 or 5 months. Yeah, 4 or 5 months, I think. The idea is that you're a vampire who was part of, like, this giant empire of vampires under Dracula. But then, like, a big holy war happened and the vampires lost, right? Dracul was slain. You go into hiding, and you've gone into hibernation for like 1,000 years or something, close to like 500 or a couple of hundred or whatever it happens to be. And then the game starts with you re-emerging from being in hibernation, and you're like rebuilding your empire. Wish they'd leave you alone is all. Really want them to understand that you're aggressively pursuing everything in front of you. Yeah. Haven't played V Rising in a while. It was very fun though. Unfortunately, a lot of your friends fell out of playing it. Well, that's the thing, right? Is that I've got a couple of friends who are as determined as I am to like go the distance. We've gotten to the very end, so we're at the Dracula fight. And oh my goodness, it's the most difficult video game boss fight I have ever had the pleasure of challenging. It's actually insane for real. I won't spoil anything that happens in the fight, but it's very much so a case of, but wait, there's more. So if you're familiar with like Kingdom Hearts, where the Sephiroth fight, it's like, okay, so I'm fighting Sephiroth and he's got like insane speed, insane range, and he changes up his attack pattern quite often and blah blah blah. It's like, oh my goodness, this fight's so difficult. And then he goes, but wait, I can teleport. You're like, freaking what? Okay. And then he goes, but wait, I can crush your soul. And I was like, okay, I need to stop that. And he's like, but wait, I can go invincible into Berserker mode. It's like, okay. Oh, but wait, I can summon meteors from the sky. And you're like, Sephiroth, freaking stop. It's got a similar vibe to that. Very, very, very similar vibe to that. A lot of those craft games you could play forever. It's always a timer for you for how long before your friends lose interest. Yeah, you kind of need people who are like willing to suffer, you know? As terrible as it is to say it like that, but it's kind of true. It is kind of true. You need people who are like, I am down for the long haul. Hell or high water. Nothing needs to be said, but once you hear, I'm not feeling it today, you know it's code for you're done playing. Yeah. Yeah. It could be a case of, like, coming back to these games. So maybe instead of playing until until the inevitable exhaustion kicks in, maybe it's a case of play it until, as they've said, like, not feeling it today, and then, like, drop it cold turkey, move on to something else, and then plan on coming back to it. Maybe that's a strat that could be tried. It's tough though, because if you fundamentally don't have a competitive mindset, like, I need to get this done because it's a fun challenge, it's difficult to, like, push past that barrier of, like, oh, it's feeling a bit difficult at the moment. That's how you're supposed to enjoy your games, is whenever you feel like stopping, push past. Push past, persevere, really commit to those games that make you feel terrible. Then when you see the end credits scene, that's when you know you've made it. You've climbed that hill and you're allowed to enjoy the rest of your life again. Thought about just single playing some of those games, but it's just not as fun. Yeah, you're right. I probably wouldn't play V Rising solo. The majority of the fun does come from, like, overcoming the challenges as a group. I mean, I say that, but give it a go. Give it a go, because I say that, but thinking about it, I probably would enjoy quite a few of the fights solo. I probably would, yeah. Okay, I'm just trying to blur out the top of the mountain over on the left, just to give the impression that it's getting hidden in a bit of fog. It's further back, so it's like it's being obscured by this, like, the atmosphere a little bit more. I'm gonna try adding a little bit more blue to the ascent as well to see if that helps with that effect. Yeah, it does, it does, it does. Never played V Rising because you do not F with the dark arts. Oh, no, that's fair, that's fair, that's fair. It's very, very vampiric. Incredibly so. You can be vampire. You can be lycanthrope. You can be bat. Very spooky, scary. Devil spawn. Okay, stay back, vampires. Um, 10 out of 10 though. Would recommend. I say that, but there are some things about the game that do irk me sometimes. For example, you're supposed to be building a gothic castle, but you don't get gothic arches for doorways. Excuse me? Excuse me? What is this? How am I supposed to build like a cathedral of blood or whatever? And I don't get like the Gothic arch. You do for windows, but not for doors. It's infuriating. Absolutely infuriating. Only eagle arches. No. Arch. Arches. Arches. Not archers. God, no. There are plenty of those. I get shot every time without fail. Capture only the highest quality blood and feed them rats for a time. Because you do this thing where you claim a wing of your mansion, your department was alchemy and prisoner blood. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you had roles. That's fun. That's fun. I guess I had a role. I was kind of like chief architect, I guess. And then you have, yeah, I can see it. I can see it actually. Woo. Zan, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the tavern. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, now that you say it, I think there are roles amongst the group. Like you've got, you had me doing sort of like the building side of things. You had somebody else doing like the setting up what we needed to do next side of things. And then we had one last person who just like focused almost exclusively on material farm. Thanks, nice art. Thank you. I'm working on a monthly prompt at the moment for Mermay. I prefer like the creepy sirens side of things, so clearly that's the direction that I've gone in. Also, you had a gardening room because of course. Imagine being a strong, powerful vampire, and then you get assigned to building houses. I mean, somebody's got to do it. But yeah, what have you been up to today so far, Zen? I'm currently in Struggle Town because I don't know how I'm going to do the last little touches of this mountain here. I had a strong sense of what I wanted to do, but I'm losing it. Because I don't think the blurred top is working. I mean, it is and it isn't. It's almost the opposite of what happened. The base kind of gets obscured by fog, and then the top tends to be in clarity. So maybe that's what I'm missing. Yeah, maybe I keep it more silhouette-y. Don't put any detail in the top bit. Fade out this section down here. Yeah, okay. How to finish it off before? Red Rooster. Yeah, just set up a little Red Rooster towards the summit. You don't do much? Just eating food and absorbing entertainment, playing some Diablo? Or, which Diablo? There was an expansion that came out for Diablo 4, I say recently, October last year. D3 Hardcore. Oh, nice. I did pick up Diablo 3 for the Switch, but I've yet to play it. Would you recommend that I start with the Diablo 3? Is it new user friendly? Your friend just went fishing? In real life or in V Rising? I'm confused. Playing the season. It's pretty chill. Good experience. Okay. In V Rising. Oh, well, there you go. There you go. Hey, your friend could have gone fishing in real life. Who am I to say whether or not that's a likelihood? What the heck? Oh, there we go. Cool. Well, that's looking a little bit better. The island's looking better. Doing stuff IRL is so pre-2020, right? It's so true. What did you do to Mahali today? I did drawing. In my defense, I have recently touched rocks. There we go. There we go. Only ask that he bring you water vials and a certain rare fish. Both you need for alchemy. You thinking obviously you did both the material farm. Hey, there you go. Oh, because you had double the materials. You went for a walk. Hey, see, there we go. We have some grass touches. Done talking? No. You're good. I literally started it. So you're more than fine. Hello. How you going, Squid? I might have to refer to you as average squid specifically, just because we do already have a squid. We did talk about it yesterday. I'm so sorry. It's nothing like it's... Yeah, what to do. Average squid rolls off the tongue. I think that's fine. I think it is fine. Just because I feel like it'll get confusing very quickly. Very, very, very quickly. I mean, the name is average squid. The amount of times you needed bone powder for something and collectively groan about having to run through the cemetery yet again. I know the section that you're up to as well, if you say it like that. By your government name? AVG squid? Oh my god, that's a mouthful. It feels like we're using like... Yeah, I mean... You said government names. It feels like very suit and tie proper. A veg. Can you be squiddy? Yeah, sure. That's actually really funny because the other squid is actually Squiddy Midge. But I call him Squid, and I know him to be Squid. And then your name is actually Squid for real, but I will be referring to you as Squiddy. Ah, it's going to be so confusing for everybody. I love it. I love it. The false squid can have the regular. Excellent. Yeah, squid, and squid. Yeah. Squid, and squiddy. Bim, repe, ebepepere, bepeperepereperu. I loved that show, Squid, and Squiddy. My childhood. Squid, and Squiddy. Brace yourselves. Hold, men.
The storm. She yearns for another soul.
Hark. You wouldn't put something called a jawbreaker in your mouth? I mean, again, back to that idea of, do you have like a competitive spirit? I hear jawbreaker and I wedge that thing straight into the hinge. Deary dear. What's the term? Contrarian, that's right. Don't eat it, it will hurt your jaw. I'll do what I want. I'll have 5 jawbreakers in my mouth. What do you say about that? The onslaught has ended and you've survived. My goodness. I was worried for a second. Worried that the sea had taken you.
But not this day. Aye, not this day.
Okay. Background's looking a little bit better now. A wee bit better. Smidge. The clouds will need sharpening up, but I think we hold on doing that for a little bit. Some of the middle ground rocks should take priority. I feel as though we really ought to have like a little mermaid rock, right? Right? I feel as though it's only fair. Little mermaid rock. It's the classic, El Clasico. Freaking this one. Part of your where and then oh god. That one, you know? I reckon we should have a little mermaid rock. I reckon it would go quite well.
"'Twas a cold eve for the men of the sea, lambasted with the brine and the sting of the ocean. Something sailors lingo. Aye, there she blows. They will return, and ye will be ready for them, Winslow. Aye, ye will be ready." Dashed upon the rocks they were. A chill down your spine. But a hearty gut in you.
Put a little rock there and the mermaid hand gripping it. Talons digging into it. Ooh, could do. Like a... Ooh. That does bring up an opportunity. I don't think talons may be... Just because it'll be a little bit far. But the idea of putting a rock in the foreground, breaking the surface of the water here, off to the side, could frame the image really, really, really nicely. Given that we've got a large rock here over on the left, it kind of vignettes the edges like in a really cool way, and like centers the siren a little bit better. I do like that idea. I do. Sorry, I've gone, yes, I love your idea. This completely separate thing that I'm describing from the thing that you've described. I love that idea that you brought up. I'm sorry. Your idea sparked another one.
dashed upon the rocks, soaked to their socks. Nowhere to hide. Sea wind abide. There be a poet in me yet.
Sorry, everyone. This is the pirate part of the stream where we just talk like pirates for a bit. I'd cut it out, but it's tradition, you know? Can't really argue with that. If I had a tankard or something, I'd slam it on the desk and say it's tradition in a very gruff voice. Play the wreck of the Diddy. Of the Diddley. Yeah. Wait, is that a song or a game or something that I haven't heard of? Or, or are you making reference to a sea shanty that I'm not familiar with?
Winslow, play the one that goes like this. Play me favourite diddly with you, Winslow, you would for me hark.
Guess you could say it's a shanty, it's a song. Okay. I'll play it for a couple of seconds so I don't get pinged for copyright on YouTube. But I'll get I'll get a sense for it. This is a challenge, okay? Get a vibe for the song challenge. Wreck of the Diddley. Okay. Whoop. Wreck of the Diddley is not... Oh, here we go. We're going with the first result.
Was a bright summer's day back in 1859. No, it wasn't. It was...
Oh, incredible. Yeah. And we'll skip forward a bit again just to dodge the copyright. Oh my goodness, yes, this is my jam. I mean, it's a smaller artist. I could maybe get away with it. It's fine, right? It's fine. You know what? If I get whacked on the back of the hand for it, I'll live. It's too good. It seems too good.
No, it wasn't. It was 1863. And we sailed...
Siren calls and keel holes.
Oh my goodness. There are lyrics of a poem here that I feel are brewing. Oh my goodness. The vibes have completely changed and I don't hate them. This is a seafaring tavern. Turn it up. Oh, okay, so it is quiet. Okay. There we go. Sorry, I don't get a good sense of how loud it is on stream. Writing them down. Often write little poems in people's chats. Oh my goodness. You'd have a treasure trove built up.
If you want me treasure, you'll find it at the end of the Grand Line. my poems.
No, it wasn't, because I counted 43. And we clung to bits of wood and anything we could. No, we didn't. We were sinking hopelessly. We shouted to the skies and we said our last goodbyes as the darkness gathered all around. We were frozen to the core and we couldn't swim no more. And so to a man we
You do have a treasure trove. Excellent.
yes,
Oh.
we died, diddly died, diddly diddly die. Yes,
Oh.
we died, diddly die, diddly die. Oh, we died,
Pardon me.
diddly die, diddly diddly
Sorry for the loud sneeze.
yes, we die, diddly die, diddly die. And sometimes late at night, on the shores of Island Bay, if you listen, you will hear a ghostly sound.
This song is about drowning from an album made for children. I mean,
Of the sailorman who
there's something very truly piratey about singing a song about drowning to children.
oh, we died, diddly die, diddly 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 die. Yes, we died, diddly die, diddly die.
Oh, those are some fun nonsense words you're using. No, 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 no. No, no, you don't understand. We're all dying from drowning. Nothing nonsense about it. I'm gonna diddly drown. Yeah. I don't understand. Why did the band, the Death Medleys, not make it out of the make it off the ground? Oh, better turn it down a little bit now. In the children's entertainment industry, I don't understand. Okay, I need to be careful here because I'm running into the problem of like elongating perspective unnecessarily. See how I'm giving this rock like quite a bit of depth, as you can see. Like this is the back and this is the front. I've given it this amount of depth, but that's not accurate to how it would look in the water. It would occupy a bit of shadow in the water, don't get me wrong, but this degree of depth, no, absolutely not. So what I need to do is start peeling back and line it up with itself a little bit more. And to really emphasize it, I could have like a bit of backlighting, emphasizing that on the left side as well, that it's all lining up with itself. You've been combining random art channels. You've been combing, reading comprehension for the last month when you're bored, and as a result, you keep getting random gifted subs. Oh my goodness. Believe it or not, I had something similar. I think it was during September, in like 7 different art channels that I loosely associate with. I randomly got pinged for gift subs throughout September. It was really fun. It felt a little bit dishonest though. I don't know. I don't know how to describe the feeling. It's like, but like, I don't hang out in this chat often enough. But hey, I think it's better to think of it more as like, I've been chosen by fate. Random lotto. The men's screaming, ocean seething. Oh, yes.
Crying, oh, what it is to be alive.
Or something like super profane at the no, profane is not the word. Profane? No. Yeah, okay, profane is what I thought it meant, but not for the thing. Filled with meaning. Synonyms. Not synonyms for the word fill. Frick, I give up. Writhe in the embrace of the depths. Ooh, that's got like strong imagery. Yeah. I think sailors were just early emos. I mean, to be fair, pretty freaking miserable being out on the waves. I don't blame them. I'd be equally as angsty, I think. Good money though. Yeah. That and working on a lighthouse, don't you know? Oh, dearie. Oh, I know I ranted and raved about it yesterday, but it still holds true. I love that movie so much. Okay, this siren has to come down here. I have decided. If anything, actually, I want to layer her with the rock. Like that. And I'm not loving the shape of the rock either. I prefer that as a composition. I don't love the shape of the rock. I need to fix it. Would 100% work on a lighthouse? Yeah, right? Going mad is like half the fun. Winslow. Ocean rock, take me by the hand to the land that you understand. Ocean rock. Oh, there are some really fun shapes, and I've chosen none of them. Crying, oh, what it is to die. Ooh. Breathing deep the salt firm lie. Oh. Profound is the word I was looking for. We were so close. So close. Profane, profound, in the ballpark. We got there in the end, though. Incredibly profound lyrics. Pretty good with isolation. Biggest enemy would be boredom. I reckon you could get like an internet service hooked up. Go fishing in V Rising. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Internet gets boring after a while too. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Just draw some mermaids. 9 out of 10 doctors actually recommend drawing mermaids on the regular. So don't take it from me, take it from science. Dashed upon the rocks, soaked to their socks, sea wind abide, nowhere to hide. Siren calls and keel hauls, men screaming ocean, men. Start over. pause the music for a second.
Dashed upon the rocks, soaked to their socks. Sea wind abide, nowhere to hide. Sirens call, and keel holes. Men screaming, ocean seething. Crying, oh, what it is to die. Breathing deep, the salt foam lie.
Well done. Well done. Absolute banger of a poem that you've put together. Glorious. Glorious. Incredibly visceral. Spooky. Right? Right? I mean, it fits the image quite well. I mean, to be fair though, the poem is like way more energetic maybe than this one is. This one is kind of like creeping dread, whereas your poem, Squid, is Squiddy, your poem is very violent. I love it. I love it. Hey, going Fontaine. How's your day been? Farm life had you isolated to a rough degree, to the point where you moved back to town. You'd walk past people on the footpath. Your first instinct was to maul them like an animal. Oh my goodness. I mean, it makes sense, right? Where it's just that feeling of like out of placeness. It makes sense, but it's also very scary, as you say. I don't do well with large crowds. I wouldn't say that. I suppose it would be fight or flight, right? Where apparently your instinct is a fight response, whereas mine is more of a flight response when I'm presented with like big crowds of people. It's one of your favorite stream poems, yeah. Oh, I mean, it was a good one. Like very coherent. You were telling, like there was a start, a finish, an overall feel to it that was very, like self-resonating, and it had some really fun language in there as well. Really cool metaphors as well. Really good. The poem is like seafaring in a storm. Yeah, exactly. Whereas this is more sort of creepy lagoon. Took some time to readjust, yeah? Yep. Other than the fact that you're close to having a meltdown because Twitch hates your guts. Oh no, what? In what way? I mean, don't get me wrong, Twitch hates all of our guts in all sorts of fun and special ways, but is it being particularly abhorrent today? No, that's too bright on that left side. But I do need to crank up the brightness on that right. I also need to sharpen up some of the structure as well. Writing new poem for Creepy Lagoon. Ooh. If you insist. For me, it's less Twitch hatred that I experience and more OBS hatred, which is the streaming software that I use. OBS will randomly prank me by changing my microphone over to my webcam microphone, or like just it'll randomly just hide the capture completely. Just I'll turn on stream and it's just capturing nothing. Which random elements of the scene will just get turned off. Isn't letting you follow people you find interesting. Oh no! That's so rude. That's so particularly rude. So you're dealing with obesity, Mahali? It's cool. Does OBS stand for obesity? I don't think it does. To be fair, jokes aside, I did actually go through a process of losing like 30 kilos or something across the last couple of years. I wasn't obese, but it's tough. It's tough. No, yeah, okay. I was gonna. There are a lot of like acronyms and stuff that I am not aware of. My goodness, sometimes you'll be talking in communities and they'll use an acronym, and you're going, I feel that they're really passionate about this thing that they're talking about. I think it would be rude for me to ask, what is this acronym? So you're kind of forced to be like, yep, and you're like on the side frantically typing into Google like this acronym, and then it comes up with 5 different ones. And you're like, oh god, okay, so let's add context to it as well. And then Google will come up with like an AI response, and it's like, did you know that OBS stands for like fish scales? And you're like, freaking no, that's nothing to do with what I'm talking about, Google. And then you're like having to like deselect options. And is it just me? You're trying so hard to find me, you can't. Oh no. I have a workaround for you. I'll leave it entirely in your court as to whether or not it sounds like super sales pitchy. Here we go. I won't think about it any further. If you follow my Discord, I actually have stream alerts on my Discord, so it is like a temporary worker. You could follow my Discord until you get the follow button to work, and then you could leave the Discord if you wanted to. It is a method. It's a method. Sorry, I get incredibly uncomfortable when I have to self-promote anything. So apologies for the struggle. But that sounds rough. I've never heard of that before. Sub to my YouTube instead. Perfect. Yep. Excellent. I should introduce myself properly, by the way. Poor manners on my part. Hi, I'm Mahali. Nice to meet you. I'm an Australian fantasy illustrator, as I'm sure makes a lot of sense given this business. I usually work on larger pieces, like, oh, it just happens to be water themed as well, like this, and like this. Ooh, and one I finished recently, at this. But I also do portraits as well. I just finished one for a character named Dave. A D&D character that I've played for the past year or so. Had a lot of fun with this one. Really, really fun. But yeah, that's mostly what I do. I stream like all days of the working week, so Monday through Friday. And I do commission work, mostly. Yeah, nice to meet you. You're Australian too? Hey, nice. Nice. Welcome to the club. I'm doing a themed thing this month. Yeah. Yep. So on the Discord, I do a monthly art prompt. So last month it was April Fool's. The month before that was March of Monsters. And the one for this month is Mermaid. So I'm going through and depicting a lovely siren in her natural habitat. Just doing, friendly siren things. Kidnapping people, death rolling them in a lagoon. Singing lovely songs, sea shanties, All the fun siren things. Hi, I'm Bahali. I paint, I rock climb, I murder people, I cook, wait, what was that? What was that last one? Can you go back to the previous one? What, rock climbing? No, the other one. Art? What are you talking about? Cooking? He can't keep getting away with this. He can't keep getting away with it. every year to April Fools because it's not April Fools for the rest of the world, and then the next day it's not April Fools for me anymore. Oh yeah, no, that's the thing, right? Is I always get hit with like all of the April Fools videos the next day, and I'm sitting here going, I'm not in the April Fools mindset because we had that yesterday. Can we stop? It's almost like April Fools takes place across like 2 full days. No, I completely agree. Let's get some of these sky tones into the reflections, shall we? Prevent it from looking as flat as it currently does. Oops. Bling. Making a poem for this picture now because someone else did it too. Yeah, no, please, by all means. By all means. You're telling me more fun and creative things are being made? Ugh. No, that's awesome. Ooh, ooh.
They march through the muck where lascivious.
Ooh. I've read the word before, never heard it. Lascivious.
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 They march through the muck.
Murk.
They march through the murk where lascivious evil lurks. Moonlight upon them, upon the mast, as the coarse nets cast.
Ooh. Ooh.
And then we deliver a line as well.
Okay. They march through the murk where lascivious evil lurks. Moonlight upon the mast as the coarse nets cast. I'm thinking something along the lines of beckon from the water's edge. Eyes aglow. A being of dredge or something? Something along those lines? How do you say mayonnaise? Mayo de noche. Incredible. Oh, hot damn. Here we go. Fontaine. I'm still thinking of a line for you, Squiddy. I'm still thinking of a line. Beneath the moon, which bleeds but does not shine, the water holds what time declined. No wind, no wave, no waking shore, just eyes that blink where none were before. A face not shaped, but guessed by night. Ooh, with tresses coiled in funeral light. Ooh, funeral light. I like it. It watches not with hunger's need, but with the patience gods. With the patience gods don't breed. She hums, or something hums through her. The sound is wet and thick and slurred. Not meant for ears, not made for skin. It burrows softly deep within. And from the brine, more faces rise. Not born, not dead, just compromised. They do not sing to beckon men. They sing to keep what sleeps again. Very creepy. Very, very creepy. I like how we've got 2 completely different vibes going on at the moment. So with Squiddies, we've got more about like the scene as a whole, whereas Fontaine with yours, we've very much so like tunneled into like what this creature is and where it comes from and what it intends, and it's like its drive and it's so cool, so cool. Well done, really well done. Do you mind if I grab each of these? Fontaine, Squiddy, do you mind if I pinch them? I wish to post them in the Discord. Squiddy, if you wish to post of your own accord, please let me know. You don't mind? Excellent, excellent. Ooh. Can I line up the window? I don't think there's a clean way of doing it, so we'll just go with that. Whoop. Here's Fontaine's entry. Don't mind at all. You're just a little Dr. Seuss-esque thingies. Excuse me, I will have no downplaying in my chat. Did the thing where I hover over the message and then it comes up with all the hover elements. Literally use ChatGPT to help you make it. A little bit of cheating there, yeah. I will add in brackets with help from ChatGPT. It's still wonderful though. Here's Squiddies. There we go. Boom. Archived. Not cool, boo. I mean, as long as you acknowledge it, I think it's fine. As long as you acknowledge. Oh. I had confetti like piling up in my hair. Let's just get that out of the way. Ocean bad, me not like water. Rocks are hard. Oh, well done. Well done, Fields. Well done. Well done. Somehow you knew in your heart of hearts, but you didn't want to be there. It was very quick. Like it does make sense. It's all right, Fontaine. You're good. You're good. As long as you preface it with had a bit of help from ChatGPT. Here's the thing that I made. I think that's fine. But yeah, well done to the both of you. Wordsmiths. Yeah. You're honest. You're good. You're good. I think it's more of a problem when people are trying to be disingenuous about it. You know, like trying to pretend that it like was completely their work. But that wasn't the case in this scenario. So I reckon you're fine. You use ChatGPT for cover letters? You effing hate cover letters? Yeah. More than fair. Could have also been a lie, yeah. True. No good. But not the case, yeah. You're good. still can't get over the fact that Twitch is preventing you from being able to follow people. That's so rude. It's like the one thing. Twitch, I have one nice thing. Can you not? There we go. Ooh, I like this rock shape substantially more now because it kind of gives the impression of it being like a surfaced ship or something. You'll stop abusing fellow chatters. It's just that in this house you don't use AI. Yeah, fair. I've a problem with it if it's used in a professional sense, or if it's used to like obscure things, as we said, like lying and stuff. But if it's just somebody casually playing around with it, there's no harm, no foul. You took your follow button for granted. You did. It's the strangest thing. Of everything in the scene, why am I struggling with just a rock? Literally just Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and I'm in Struggle Town. You only use AI to help you with writing funny little stories for fun. Learn to write better. Never use it for actual work. Yep. I reckon that's like an ethical way of going about it, right? Like I don't love the systems, and I don't love how they were trained and stuff. But at the same time, I think it's silly to get like upset at people just using these tools, you know. At least in harmless applications, yeah. No, you're good. Come on, Rock, work with me here. You work in childcare? You'd never cheat the system where it would cause terrible harm? Yeah. Squiddy, destroyer of worlds, says a mess. Dear. Don't worry, Fontaine, you're fine. You don't like AI users who use it to create things and act like they put the work in when it's trained off of other people's back and it didn't ask permission to use it as a reference in the first place. Yeah. That's where I think it's fine when people are like, check out this thing that I made using an AI thing, and it's like, okay, I can now frame the consumption of what I'm looking at. Like, okay, you know, it's a thing that they've just like thrown together as a bit of fun, and it's not like I don't then like congratulate them like, oh, you have developed this skill, but I at least go, yeah, no, it's a cool thing that that's been made. You know, it's all about framing. It's just, yeah, as you say, it feels like a problem when it's spun as like, look what I have made, and it's like, oh really? Oh, that's amazing. You've spent so many months working. Yes, no, I've spent years toiling away. Cut to them like 5 seconds earlier, like, make a penguin wearing a hat. It's way more satisfying to put in the effort and getting praise for it. Yeah, exactly, right? think it should be worded, check out this thing that AI made. Yeah, yep. Wouldn't take credit for commissioning art from an artist. It's the same thing. Yeah, yep. I've heard that argument before, and it's quite compelling. The idea that AI technicians, use the term loosely, are what's he? No. Billy is engaged in slam poetry. Heck yeah. Like an AI technician is closer to like somebody commissioning the AI bot for like a piece. Can be very useful. Don't blame people for incorporating tools available. Just think it's shameless to pass off as an artist. Yeah. Yep. And I think there are some like AI being applied in the medical field is like really cool. The fact that people are like concocting medications that would take hundreds of years to figure out if they didn't have the assistant. Like, I don't have a problem with the idea of generative models. It's just when it's used in a predatory way, you know? Just people commissioning artwork. There aren't any humans in the loop to take credit, so they fill the vacuum. Yeah, yep. Unfortunately, it'll be a contentious topic for quite a while. Until we sort out like how laws and stuff work for it. Just a wee bit messy for now. Quite like my rock. Messy as all heck. I think it's because it's missing sharpness. Like it's a little bit too soft. It's almost like a rock made out of plasticine, maybe, is what's making me uncomfortable about it. But anyway, back to... Okay, what have we got so far? We have... They march through the murk where lascivious evil lurks, moonlight upon the mast as the coarse nets cast. Need another line. Beckoning from the water's edge. And then incorporate the word dredge somehow. Maybe ass cracks and moss. Yeah, something like that. Something coarse. I agree. Retracing or adding a filter in the old days. They do it for exposure, not money. Now it's I mean, they would do it for money as well. Like a lot of comic artists did actually get busted for tracing and got kicked out of their job for doing so. Hi Ellie, how you going? Welcome. How's study going? Speaking of, highly recommend playing Dredge. I've started playing Dredge. I got up to, I want to say like the middle game where you can kind of decide where to go, like which island storyline, I want to say loosely, to like pursue, but I feel a little bit stuck is the only problem. I need to get back into it. Let us pass from this topic of dreaded despair. The chat's peace we must repair. Yes, I agree with this sentiment, Squiddy. Excellently worded. Don't bother with commas. I'm not going to change. No, it's fine. It's fine. Just apologies if I trip over occasionally. Study going well. Only 2 exams left. Yes. Yes. Excellent. You got this. I believe in you. Does that mean that you got through the history exams? Were they today? Okay, so we've got some cracks going on. You know what? You know what? I've learned this. I've learned this in time when I'm struggling with a sense of plasticineness. Oftentimes, the solution is I need contrasting texture work. What that means is I usually have lines going in a very specific direction, in this case diagonal, from bottom right to top left, and I need some kind of breaking up of the monotony. So I'm going to introduce some lines going across horizontally and see if that does the trick. You have 3 history exams, only one of them is left, and 1 geography, 1 is left. Ah, nice, 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 nice. Oh. Do you have plans for when exam time is over? Every time I'd finish exams, I would go for ice cream. That'd be my little reward to myself. I hated exams back in the day. Absolutely hated them. I feel like it's important to reward yourself with something afterwards, you know? Can have a little salami. Yeah, a little salami as a treat. Why do I get the impression that I'm being treated like a little dog right now? Dear, dear. Well, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this treatment. How dare you? Probably start trying to stream. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Ooh, that'd be traditional art streams as well. Love a good watercolor stream. That's exciting. Well, let me know once you're through exams and you start streaming again. I'll see if the time lines up for me and jump in for a bit. A drink. Cheers. Clink. You gotta go. Gotta feed your system that you call a rat. Then finish off some chores. Been procrastinating on, like the dishes and checking the puppies again. Oh my goodness. Good luck. Have fun. I'll catch you around. Bye, Fontaine. It was lovely to meet you. Have a good day. Bling. Once I figure out this one rock, I'll be able to do the rest. It's just... Is this one edge too linear? Do I need to break it up a little bit more? A little bit more going on, like this and this. More choppy bits, maybe? mean, that's helped somewhat. Maybe if there's a secondary, like, little rock over on the side. The dredges work with discontent. Low tides sing her soft lament. Ooh. Again, very, very visceral. Very moody. I like. Also head out. Break is over. Good luck. Catch you later, Ellie. Speaking of, I did claim half stream, and I have hit the half-hour mark. I've hit the halfway mark half an hour ago, so I'll start thinking of wrapping up. Such a measly way of putting it. I'll begin thinking about maybe wrapping up sometime soon, maybe, perhaps, I reckon. I'm mad chilling. Yeah, it's a question. Yeah, exactly. I'll start wrapping up, I guess. Maybe. Hello? Help? No, I should. I can feel that my brain is just jelly at the moment. No, it's not a question. It's not a question. Guys, I'll start wrapping up stream. No, you won't, Marley. No, you'll keep streaming for another 3 hours. Actually, really? Yeah, and you will enjoy it. You will enjoy streaming for another 3 hours. Well, yeah. God, that sounds terrifying. I mean, we were talking yesterday about how much it would cost to give over, like, the script for stream completely. Yeah, the darndest thing happened. Chat got control of stream, and then Marley had a terrible time. 48-hour stream, believe it or not. First of its kind. Hook up to tubes and suspend me from the ceiling. My drawing idol, suspended from a ceiling fan, slowly turning, depicting the apocalypse to come. What would the cult outfit be? Would it be, I mean, hoods, for hoods obviously is a first. What else? What's the uniform? Do we go with masks, or is that overkill? I can hear a little ghost behind me. I think creepy hoods. Is it what's it called? What's that owl cult called? The Court of Owls. That's right, the Court of Owls from Batman. Ooh. Is that my treatment? Is that what I'll look like? hooked up with like all sorts of breathing apparatus. Yeah. Obviously you'll have people like screaming and fainting whenever you reveal me from behind a curtain or whatever. It's like, behold our prophet, and then you pull back the curtain and it's just me suspended from the ceiling fan, like slowly whisking around the room. Like, oh my goodness, why have you like covered him in silly string and like pipe cleaners and stuff? That doesn't look like life support equipment whatsoever. I haven't watched the Afro Samurai series and movie. Recommend also. It's a def favorite of yours. Afro Samurai. Okay. I'll plug it in. Plug it into the apparatus. Afro Samurai. Boom. They march through the murk where lascivious evil lurks, moonlight upon the mast, as the coarse nets cast. The dredges work with discontent, low tide sings her soft lament. Sacrificial men left in silence, the waters whisper of heartless violence. No, it's fine. It's completely fine. It reads well. I'm only stumbling because I can't read at like a third grade level. I'll go through it again, hopefully more smoothly this time. They march through the murk where lascivious evil lurks, moonlight upon the mast as the coarse nets cast. The dredges work with discontent. Low tide sings her soft lament. Sacrificial men left in silence. The waters whisper of heartless violence. If anything, I really like the break because it mirrors the sense of like uneasiness that kind of surfaces from the consistency. If you get it. Metaphor for the piece. I like it. This is Justice. He's the big bad of the series, and you think he's voiced by Mark Hamill. Oh, I am a fan of Mark Hamill's voice work. He's got a cool design too. He does. I like. I've seen the style of Afro Samurai now that you mention it. Now that I see this, I've seen it before. I do like. I think it is on Netflix as well, so I shouldn't have an issue getting to it. That's kind of what you thought. Hey, there you go. See, boom. Well done. Okay, I'm going to take a break from the dreaded rocks over on the left. And actually start working on the rock that I liked the idea of over on the right. You like the scheme breaks at the end as the men perish? Ooh, yeah. Yep. Like a snap moment, you know? Like a call to attention. Okay. We'll have this here as foreground rock. And that's absolutely not. Absolutely not. Did I not? Did I not say no belittling ourselves in chat? You've broken the belittling accords of 25. My goodness. We're gonna have to sit counsel for this, I think. It's a very serious crime of the highest order. Just stop. What'd I do, Katie? What have I done wrong? It's so pretty it burns you. Oh no, I should dial it back then actually if it's harming you. I'm a little bit worried that it's feeling like a little bit too what's the word? Manufactured? I want to add in a little bit more grit, and I think that's going to come in the form of like particles and stuff. Like I can have sea foam in different bits, like a little bit of turbulent bubbling in the water or something to break it up a little bit because it's looking a little bit too clean right now. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that later. Too much. Don't put words in my mouth. I could add rain spittling. Ooh. States the follows: Thou shalt not belittle or depreciate one's work while within the confines of the tavern. Ooh, I do like that. I do like that. Nail that to the board at the top. It'd fit the clouds. It would actually, yeah, because they are turbulent crowds on the brain. They are turbulent clouds. Just like a sprinkle. Yeah, something like that could work. Could work quite well. I like. It's board worthy. Let me see. Let's quickly grab that little excerpt. I need to do a better job of grabbing that excerpt. Ba-boom. Hi, Bebop. How you going? Oh, 18's not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. It should be Article 1, Section A, right? No. Keep it as is. Keep it as is. It's perfect. And then we jump over to here. And then let's see. Can I tape it somewhere? Should be able to tape it somewhere here. Ah, crap. No, I'd have to... Give me a bit. Give me a bit. I'll, between streams, I'll set it up so that it appears somewhere on the board, I think. Ooh. Actually, I was going to have chat down in the bottom right on that piece of parchment, but maybe I could, like... I'll see if I can add it somewhere. I'll see. I'll do my best. Is that... It is Gundy. So, the reason why Gundy's there... I was thinking about it the other day because I realized that it was kind of without context. Dust and I were chatting about how you've got these really dumb, what are they called? Like motivational posters where it'll have here, I'll see if I can reconstruct it. Find an image first. You have these really, really, really dumb motivational posters that'll have copy image, these brilliant visuals, something like this. And then there'll be like a blur effect applied to them, like a slight blur. Gaussian, oh god, not that much. Like a slight blur to them, and then in the foreground of the image, you'll have this text that'll be something along the lines of, I don't know, eat all your vegetables so you can have dessert. It'll be in quotation marks. Chuck it in a dark font. Copy the source. Frick, not yet. We're getting somewhere. I promise. And then it'll have Gandhi. It might be Gandhi. Gandhi. I think it's that. Yes, it is. Excellent. Nailed it. And it'll be like this because it's trying to like add more credence to whatever stupid motivational quote that it's got going. Rasterize, freaking where? There we go. Filter. Blur. Again, Gaussian blur. Solid color. Blah, blah, blah. Photoshop's tough, okay? It's tough. Blur, Gaussian blur. Boom, there we go. Angelic. And the idea is that you're adding more of a professional, you're adding more credence to whatever inspirational thing that you're trying to push, right? So we were then what happened was Dust went on to roll like 3 or 4 natural ones in a row, and in the process was falling over just outside the tavern into a goblin pit, and kept finding like deeper and deeper levels of said goblin pit. And we thought, as part of like the rebranding of the goblin pit, we would slap Gandhi's name onto it as like a way of repackaging it as like a positive thing. Like, don't worry, Dust, you did fall into the goblin pit, but as Gandhi says, persevere and you shall emerge free from the goblin pit. And it just became a thing. It just became a very solid association that really couldn't be shaken, to the point where now, as you've so rightly observed, Mahatma Gandhi is actually right there on the bounty board. Right next to a pit, and then presumably the king of the goblins who rules over the pit. Long story. We got there. A wandering justice squeezes through the tavern doors, a scroll clasped in his meaty hand.
Article A, Section 1 states as follows. Thou shalt not belittle or depreciate one's work while within the confines of the tavern.
There you go. Boom. Law. It is written in law. That's a Discord banner if you've ever seen one. Yeah. Yep. Just an idea in general to circle around to the sides of the water. More turbulent water. Yeah. Because the plan is to add moonlight reflections off the surface of the water as well, and that's when I'll make it a little bit choppier than it currently is. Hopefully that'll break it up. Woodpile goes in the pit. Well, I mean, everything, if mismanaged, will eventually go into the pit, as says Gundy. Perfect average. Absolutely nailed. Why am I reading it like a geezer? Why? Because it's the town guard who's just wandered in. Sexy Moonlight, right. Can't just be called average by people that... I like it. Incredible. In Valheim, you got fed up with the amount of litter in your base, so you made a pit. Exactly the mentality that, I mean, presumably... We did find treasure in the Goblin Pit eventually. So pits can have many uses, from what I find. Very versatile things are them pits. The throat clear before reading the... Well, I mean, it's a decree. It needs a bit of brevity to it, you know? What about perfect average, though? Perfect average. It's a good angle to spin it from. Superior score. Oh my goodness. It reminds me of like Digimon forms. I never watched the shows or played the games, but I was aware of it culturally. It existed. But the idea of like Greymon, Metal Greymon, War Greymon, like and advancing through the stages. That's the... Or you should have like a little device, Squiddy, where you like you lock in like a trigger or something and you just advance to your next... Yes, yeah. You like evolve to your next form. Movable pits are great. Yeah. Transportable holes. Yeah. Had a landfill until they added an obliterator to the game. Yeah, we in V Rising we struggled pretty hardcore until we had the until we got like the destroyer, the like chest mimic thing that mulches all of your items. It got to the point where we'd spawned extra like junk chests to just shovel stuff, more stuff into, but it got to the point where we were just kind of leaving stuff on the floor. Society was crumbling actively. Some rougher texture as well could help break that sense of smoothness. You'd use the mimic chest for paper in V Rising, if you remember correctly. Well, just anything. Like, we have extra of blah. Chuck it into the chest. Chuck it into the pit. High Justice Squid. Oh, it's got a ring to it. It does. For the last few minutes, I'm just gonna play around with some water, I think. Water effects. You're gonna put Squid in the pit soon? Well, good news and bad news. Bad news, you're in the pit, obviously. It's pretty bad news. Good news is that we have proven that you can re-emerge from the pit. So there's hope. There's hope. You make a cameo appearance in the D&D game. I don't want to go in the pit. Angry forehead. Well, there we go. We've reached an agreement. Squid, you've been democratically voted out of the pit. There you go. Oh, not yet. Oh, okay. Give it like. Wow, are we fermenting Squiddy in the pit? Is that what's happening?
Bring out all that good flavour. Oh, yeah.
Nothing ferments quite like fresh seafood. You don't even know why. Just a little bit of sadism kicking in. That's fine. One must venture to the pit in order to condemn one to the pit. The Pit Tome, 7th volume. Oh my goodness. We have collections of what were they called? The Oxford British, but the Britannica encyclopedias. We've got Britannica encyclopedias, but for like the pit exclusively. I love it. The Britannica. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's so great. The Royal Britannica. Taiki can fly. Can she fly out of a pit, though, is the question, right? Because she needs a little bit of elevation, and pits are the opposite of that, from what I know. Speaking from a little bit of experience, pits are like the opposite of a hill. The books make a well around the pit. No. I'd imagine that the Britannicas would be in the tavern, so that tavern goers could, familiarize themselves with the contents of the pit ahead of time. Well, you're practicing your portly judge voice now. Oh my goodness, yes. Oh, there are a few angles that you could take with it as well. You could go like incredibly pompous. You could go more sort of homely as well. All viable, by the way. Hello. Gavatrax, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Welcome to the tavern. How you going, bud? What have you been working on recently? I'm sorry, I haven't caught your streams for a little bit. Hope you've been doing well. Take him to the gallows. Oh my goodness. You're thinking grave and earthy. Ooh, a good vibe.
As judgment for the crimes committed. Yet, deep down in the earth of the throat.
He's a wandering judge executing the law. Like a Judge Dredd-esque character. Yeah, okay. Quite posh Geralt. Geralt? I mean, yeah, could work. Sentence you to thine pit. My goodness, you can't just make declarations like that. That's quite the condemnation. Gavatrax, thank you for the raid. Oh my goodness, welcome. Get down. Here, let me quickly shout you out. Shout out. Boop, 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 boop. How you going, bud? What are you working on? Art, as per usual. Good. Here to fire all the appreciation. Oh, no. I do so poorly with that. Well, glad to have you here. Yep, art tax, please and thank you. If you got anything that you'd like to share, Either chuck it directly into the chat or the Discord. Either works. How you going? How was stream? It's been a struggle stream for me all day today. I've barely been able to progress, but we're chipping away at it slowly but surely. Murky water. You've got a whip. Ooh. The thing you worked on today isn't really in a SharePoint. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Any and all work shown, I will appreciate. Okay, I think adding like bubbles and turbulence to the dividing line will be the play. But then on top of that, I need to add like silt maybe? Potentially like a little bit of debris, perhaps? Something to just rough it up a little bit more. Can't believe you hadn't followed me before. I don't know how... It's all good, dude. You're good. No, Mahali, the lighting night is still coming to... It is a title that has been thrust upon me. This is a stout... Oh, thank you. It's a prompt for this month. So Mermay, obviously. I do like a monthly prompt in my Discord, and this is my entry for the month, and it's going pretty well. But I'm struggle. I'm in struggle 10 right here, right now. Yeah, I know. Kate, I didn't say anything. I didn't elaborate. I just said I'm struggling. Okay. Oh, commit. Make the marks. I can always change it later. The toils of Mahali. True. I could... stream rename. Oh. Let me think. Can I... It sounds like a subtitle for a series. Let's see. The Dragon Chronicles. The Toils of Mahali. Has a bit of a ring to it. You went to the shops and returned. Nice. Excellent. Spoils?
What did you gather?
Gonna do adult things, but you'll be lurking. Excellent. Glad to hear it. Mahali isn't a cool enough. I agree. It needs to be spiced up. I completely agree. Mahalatrix.
Oh?
The Dragon Chronicles. The Toils of Mahalatrix. The wise. The great. the profound. Something. I don't know. You'd need some sort of like fantastical, wonderful title or something associated with it. Snacks? Well, that's my question, yeah. Is it snacks? 5 bottles of sparkling water and 7 human heads. Hey, nice. Yeah, snacks. Yum. Mahalatrix is the adventurer party. Adventurer party thief, not the MC. The Night of the Light. Oh, yeah, but that sounds way too grand, is the problem. Frick, ads. Sorry. Yeah, but it's... I can't help it, okay? It's tough. Yeah, no stress. Go do you. What do you mean? Well, just in the most conventional manner. Oh my goodness. Gav, you've done it again. Give me a sec. We'll get through ads and then I'll chuck it up on stream. That looks amazing. I was just singing the praises of Metroid Dread the other day. And you've just gone and made reference. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Yeah. Yep. It's one of the few boons that I can offer you for supporting. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. We can share. Freaking check this out. Gav has just chucked together this incredible illustration of all of the Metroid bosses all stacked into one. How awesome is this? As like one of the little discovery statues that you come across as you go through the levels. Like usually the little statues holding power-ups on them, right? But with this one, you've got Ripley. You've got... Oh, no, I'm terrible with names. I know Ripley. You've got Ripley. You've got Kraid. I think this is Mother Brain in the center, and for the life of me, I can't remember the wasp boss that flies around. But you've got them all here. It's really cool, dude. You should be absolutely chuffed with this. Love the lighting. Love the lighting in the scene. And, I mean, obviously I'm a stand for like all of the little environmental details that you've added in all over the place. Now you've nailed it. And immediately recognizable as like the little shield door from the Metroid games. Incredible work. Incredible work. Glorious. And the frick, that didn't zoom in on the thing that I clicked on. You've got like you've got moss and little growths. And the lighting on the orb. Oh my goodness, I should have zoomed in before. Oh my goodness, look at this detail. Sickeningly sweet. Oh my, so sharp on the... Look at all this detail. That's disgusting. That's so good. That's so good. And I bet you it's not even limited. Yeah, it's not even limited to just the statue as well. Oh, let me look at all this. Look at all this texture. This texture. Oh. Feels so good to the eyeballs. The fuzziness of both like the light bloom as well as like presumably more like algal growths and stuff. No. Too good. Too good. Too good. I've banished it from my screen. It's too good. You love to... And it shows. And it shows. Incredible. Having a lot of fun with the lighting. As you should. Lighting is like the best bit. Miss Fire, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the tavern. Welcome, welcome. Gold homunculus. It does have that vibe, right? Kraid really got the short end of the stick. I mean, I feel like you don't really win when you get mashed into an amalgam, but nice work. Yeah, right? Reaching level 999 as the worst class of assassin sorcerer won't leave you alone, and the demon lord is nice. The Toss of Mahalich. Wait, why do you paint me as a complete villain? So rude. So rude. I mean, it might be accurate, but... I am the biggest jerk. Confirmed. I'm currently struggling over how I want to rough up the image a little bit more. Because right now, it's looking a little bit too... clean? For like how creepy the vibe is supposed to be. So I'm trying to think of ways to rough it up a little bit. Just to give it that more dread feel, you know? Oh.
Hearken to these words, my fellows. On my name is High Justice Squid, executor of our liege lords, will I deliver you this new amendment to the Tavern law. Article A, Section 1, states as follows. Thou shalt not, belittle, disparage, or otherwise depreciate in any way one's own work while within the confines of the tavern. This scroll shall be affixed to the notice board, if applicable.
Why are you so invested? Because it's freaking epic, and because it's an announcement that ought to be pinned to the board. It'll take a little bit of work, but I think there is enough real estate on the board for like a pinning up the top or something somewhere. I will find room. There is room. We can see the room for it on the board. It will be pinned and it will be appreciated. Giving everyone those terrible manga titles where it's just 3-sentence synopsis of them. I've teleported to a fantasy world, turned into a penguin, and now I must conquer the demon lords of the 3 realms, and I will be successful, and I'll have 3 companions with me, and I use 3 swords. It's like, wait, what? Are you kidding? What's the point of even reading the story at that point? It's true though. That's what it's become a trend, and I don't know why. Red Rooster equals rough it up. I mean, it'll add a unique spin to it, I don't doubt. This is the police. Gavatrax, open up. Here to confiscate your cool Metroid art. Bang, 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 bang. Deary dear. Hi, Billy. We can put the new amendment over. Yeah, for sure. Like, there's plenty of space. Plenty of space. Can there be a seal from the Liege Lord on the scroll? Ooh, good call. Good call. Good call. Yep. I'll do it up nice and pretty. All right. Now, I was going to wrap up stream, but that'd be rude for me to do it now. So I'll go for another 15 minutes or so, and then Mahali's going to crash out something fierce. You actually know why? So in Korea and Japan, most of those stories start out as light novels, and there is a known issue with the main sites that offer the light novels in Japan/Korea, where they use words in the title as tags. So if you put like 100 buzzwords in the title, it works as having to... okay, so it's for like discoverability. It makes sense. Right, and then they're not just going to change the title between the light novel and the manga adaptation, because then you kind of ruin the connective tissue between the audiences. Yeah, okay, I can see it. It's still awkward as all heck, and I hate it, but I can at least see the logic behind it at that point. It's not just somebody being obnoxious for obnoxiousness' sake. Car Billy to be driving? Well, drive safe, Car Billy. Not too much excitement, okay? Gav, by the way, if you need to like chill, eat something, if you've got other chores to get to, anything like that, absolutely no stress. I know usually people are wrapping up stream to get other stuff done, you know? So absolutely no stress if you got to bounce. If you want to chill here, though, by all means. But no stress. No stress at all. Stay here or else? Oh no. You have a +7 staff you got from a goblin shaman? You're back. It is true. It's gotten a little bit concerning how attached you've gotten to that staff, though, Alt, to be entirely honest with you. You only really need to oil your staff like once in a blue moon to keep the wood fresh, but like you've been like arranging things on it for like days on end. Oh, what can I do? The staff. She calls. Na, 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 na. As soon as I said it, I knew somebody was going to comment. I knew. You know, when you're saying something and then your brain hears it and then you're like, regret. One regret, please. And make it snappy. Staff of oil salesman. Deary dear. Deary dear. As you can see, I tap my completely ordinary staff against this here tin, and would you look at that? The tin fills with oil. You can get one of these self-refreshing tin of oils for a low cost of only 15 gold pieces. Once again, completely ordinary staff. Tap it against the tin. A tap, fills with oil. Look at that. Magical oil tin. Buy it now. Absolute scam. Absolute scam. New York, not what I was expecting. I mean, I suppose I could... what would the... Is it more sort of like Kentucky? Like, I do declare... I have traversed the land for days on end, made my way down to this here quarry to share my goods with you all. I say, this here tin of oil. That's Georgia. Ah, frick. I tried, okay? Delicious oil. You're a rake oil salesman, actually. Oh, ooh, okay. Do you like? Do you farm your rakes and then harvest them, or is it wild rakes that you procure your oil from? It's a big place. That's the thing, right? Is I struggle to even do different Australian what's it called? It's an accent, but what's the word for like regional dialects? There we go. Just needed the word regional first, I guess. Yeah, I struggle with different dialects. I could do like a generalized. I don't know. If I was more familiar, maybe. Got a pretty good Colonel Sanders. months of work. I do believe Kentucky has something similar. Yeah, dialects. Thank you, Squiddy. Thank you. I eventually got there. Spent a lot of your childhood in the Queensland gem fields, so you got that half bogan, half rural voice. Yeah, fair. Half bogan, half rural, sort of like this. You got your drawl, but then you're not going full on like your elbow into it, are you, mate? So bring it back just a little bit. You've got that drawl, that slang, but not quite, elbow deep. Yeah, got a ciggy, mate? How about a pirate accent? Ooh. Mac, I'll do what I can.
Yarr. Hit ya with the voice of the ocean. Yarr. Currently working on a new illustration here that'll look nice and lovely. It's morphing a little bit, but we're settling on something eventually.
Kind of like that? Oh, excellent. Freaking nailed it. If we sink, we don't get gold. Oh my goodness. I played as a hustler, I guess, in a previous like pirate themed campaign. And my character was a complete coward. Like anything would happen on deck and he'd go and hide below deck, but then emerge afterwards, declaring himself the hero of the moment and like swearing, up and down about how he was, the linchpin in bringing back from the brink of defeat. Blah, 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 blah. And as part of a Kraken attack, he started a daisy chain of buckets emptying water out of the bottom of the ship. He started in the belly of the boat, but like 2 minutes later, when somebody else looked for where my character was at, they were at the other end of the line on the deck of the ship in like the most comfortable spot, chanting out, "If we sink, we don't get gold. If we sink, we don't get gold," and like motivating everybody to bucket water. Oh, it was so good. So good. Playing any sort of pirate is like peak RP. Yes, we diddly died. Yep. Oh, I was not expecting a piratey sea shanty stream today, but I've been pleasantly surprised. She a mermaid out to snatch your soul or something? Yeah, that's the whole thing, right? Is that it's the month of Mermay at the moment. And as much fun as like your quintessential ye olde mermaid is, ye olde siren mermaid is a little bit more appealing to me, just because I prefer a bit of a creepier aesthetic. So I'm depicting a few sirens, but struggling with the nuance of the piece at the moment. Like I've got the things literally here, but just that last little bit of polish is what I'm struggling with. Tends to be the case, but with this one in particular, I'm umming and ahhing quite a bit. Thanks, Windows. I appreciate your 2 cents. Bling, 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 bling. I think the way that I need to go about it is... So right now, it's almost like I've got like a bowling ball that's completely fresh, like fresh off the mill. It looks immaculate, perfectly round, polished to a shine, beautiful. But it doesn't look like a bowling ball that belongs to anyone. There are no scuff marks, no fingerprints, no chips, nothing. So I'm trying to look to personalize the piece a little bit more. Scuff it up a little bit, Also recommend The Mariner's Revenge for a more serious shanty type song. Ooh. Let's see. I can chuck it on now. Mariner's Revenge. And it's got an edgy as all heck name. Mariner's Revenge. Revenge. Oh. It's a bop.
We are two mariners, a ship's sole survivors.
That's my thought, yeah, Fields.
Belly of a whale. Its ribs are ceiling beams, its guts are carpeting. I guess we have some time to kill.
Opening a tavern in the other world, but you could only afford to open it in a rural area, so traffic is low. But I use my cheat-like art skills to attract customers. Yes. It's my manga title. I'm actually tempted. Okay. Grabbing that. Chucking into OBS. Let's see if it works. Stream info updated successfully. Okay, apparently it's updated. Apparently it's updated. A song about a son's revenge on his father, actually. It couldn't fit the end on. No, it's alright. I'm fine with just leaving it. Son's revenge on his father, actually. I am glad I do not have a son then, because otherwise I feel as though irony would strike me in the back with a knife or something. Would a reflection of the eyes on the water be visually confusing? I tried it half-heartedly before and it looked middling, but then again, I did say half-heartedly, so... It also means that I have to really commit to where the water's surface is, which is terrifying. But also something I should do. Something like that. I wouldn't say it's confusing. I mean, it doesn't help that I didn't do the one on the right properly.
It took me 15 years to swallow all my tears among the urchins in the street, until a priory took pity and hired me to keep their vestry.
Not confusing, I don't think. But the thing that comes to mind is maybe it draws too much. Oh, actually, no. Played more subtly. Trimming it a little bit, it actually does pretty cool things. I was worried about it drawing attention from the face, but it does the opposite. I think you're completely right. It situates it in the scene a little bit better. Yeah, I like. Ooh, this is a very, like, reminds me of, like, Corpse Bride kind of aesthetic to it, the song. I like. Used to love these guys. I've never heard of them before. He becomes a sailor to catch his father out on the ocean. Yeah, that's kind of like the bit that we're up to now is that he's jumped aboard a galley to chase after him. You gotta. Oh, jeez. Make the water surface feel thicker, if that makes. Yeah. I get what you mean. Oh! Welcome. A gift. Hiya, Bebop. Welcome. How you going? Yeah, let me quickly hit you with a shout out. Ooh. There we go. Boom. Hey. Hi, Mum. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the tavern. Source, welcome to the tavern as well. Welcome. The stream went well. Hey, good to hear. What were you up to? Minecraft, obviously, but are you working on a particular project at the moment? Guys. Bebop recently completed a like a pixel art map. So like where you hold the map in your hand in Minecraft, you can see like a surface area of the Minecraft world. He's completed a section of the Minecraft world in pixel art, so you can view it on the map. It's really cool. Really cool. Now this is why we changed the title. All the rights going. Exactly. It works every time. It's so cool. It is. Highly recommend checking it out. It is in the Discord. You've got to scroll up a little bit, but I'm sure if you ask Bebop, he'd be more than happy to either post it again or send it. Mining, then server went down. Then you played Hypixel. Ooh, what's Hypixel? Hypixel. Ooh. Like HD Minecraft? Is that the impression that I'm getting? Is a Minecraft server. Ah, okay. I was gonna say. That's cool. Where's there? Oh no. Sorry to hear it. But I mean, you said that stream went well, so you had a good time. Minecraft is already in HD. I know there are some like mods and third-party games that like do Minecraft, but like realism, quote unquote, whether it's higher definition, like physics, or like objects aren't necessarily restricted to being squares and stuff like that. So I was just wondering if it was one of those ones. Yeah, that. Yes, correct. It's the most popular server in the game. Yeah, right. Oh, it's on loop. Loved the song, by the way. Sorry, I'm a little bit distracted, but I loved the high tempo at the end as well, especially. I love a song that just like breaks down into frantic acceleration. It's really fun. Manic vibes. Love these Sailor Core songs. That's what I was saying earlier in the stream. Is I wasn't expecting it to be part of the package, but pleasantly surprised by the recommendations from Fields. Know a perfect song to fit the current vibe? Snake Eater from MGS3. Definitely not biased about it. Well, I didn't think that you were until you added the caveat. Now I'm incredibly skeptical, but it's okay. I'll play it anyway. After this one. I like this one quite a bit. I just realized. Welcome back from ads. Sorry for ads. I'll give the usual. If I didn't run structured ads, then Twitch would take over my account and would run ads for me and would run pre-rolls on my stream as well. It's a terrible time. So it's tragically something I have to do. Thank you for your patience. I really appreciate it. Struggle with ad balance too. Yeah, right. It's like it's not why I'm streaming. Why do I have to manage this? Did I draw all of this? Yeah. Yep. So I'll peel back the layers so you'll be able to see the different sections. So we've got the siren here in the foreground. Then we've got the rocks that are in the background there over there. We've got like some background sirens as well that we've got on that layer. Then some of the water details that are kind of hidden by other layers at this point. Top surface of the water. Then we've got subsurface of the water. Oh god, I'm revealing the line work slowly but surely. Ignore the line work, okay? Look away. The more the line work happens, look away. The islands in the background, the clouds in the background, the lower clouds, the sky. Oh, it's awful. It's looking awful. And then the foreground rock as well. That's what we started with. Can you tell that I don't like line work? Absolutely awful. And then we fix it. We fix it slowly but surely by introducing more layers. I've got it all on Stream VOD, by the way, if you do want to like quickly skim through to see how it developed. The VODs are all up. No stress if you don't, by the way. It's a song about murdering your father in the gut of a whale. Oh my goodness, yes, that sounds amazing. Play Devil Trigger from DMC5. Also, ooh, it's really good. Oh, thank you, Mum. I appreciate it. Like drawing, but can't draw anything unless it's with a pen or something. That's fine. Just because I do stuff this way doesn't mean that other people need to. That's the joy about sharing art with people, right? Is that everybody has their own like approach to it, you know? You originally drew this and then Mahali stole it. It's pretty True, correct. I drew the line work. Okay, let's see. Where's that song? Where's the song? Snake Eater. There we go. From Metal Gear Solid 3. Now that you talked about Devil May Cry, I put it together. Snake Eater. I think it's this one. It says Metal Gear Music Collection. Oh, actually, frick. I can't. This will be the most copyrighted thing ever. Sorry. I'll listen to it in my own time, but no, I won't be able to play it on stream. Sorry. As soon as I do, I'll get pinged on YouTube, like immediately smacked in the back of the head. You do pencil and paper for the most part? Hey, I mean, I started with like pen and paper. I know of some really good graphite artists. Davey B. I'm not sure if he streams still. Used to be known as the Ham Slayer. He does some really cool graphite art. Really cool stuff. Also I know that Margot Simone does some graphite stuff as well, but she often follows it up with watercolor. But yeah, there are lots of really cool, graphite artists out there. Oh, actually, you know who does graphite like nobody's business? Sorry, don't mind me, just browsing for a second. He's changed his name recently, so I just need to double check. Rotten Canvas. Used to be known as Corey. Rotten Canvas does amazing graphite work. Really cool stuff. He almost got me with the Konami Insta-Vent. Almost. Don't do DMC5, but Leave Her Johnny. Leave Her Johnny, Leave Her does go hard. Is that more of a shanty style song? Oops. It is a shanty? Okay. Are you sure it's a shanty? I'm not getting shanty vibes from it. Definitely. Shut up, song, shut up. I'm trying to... Song, stop being a shanty. I'm trying to... Okay, fine, it's a shanty. Or Billy Cobb's Gay Pirate Opera. Don't think it's copyrighted, and it's really good. Ooh, I'll give it a look after. I mean, I say that, but I've hit my next milestone for I'm going to stop streaming after this point already 15 minutes ago. We'll see. You've been trying to get one of those drawing pad things that come with a pen so you can draw on your PC. I'd recommend, I'm not sure if they still do them, but a Wacom Bamboo is really affordable and is a good entry point. It's super cheap. It doesn't have a screen, but it does have a drawing surface. So if you look at your computer screen and you draw on it, it does the job. You can get them pretty cheap. It's a shanty from AC4. Oh, is it? I think this is a rendition that is like I saw the Assassin's Creed one and I clicked on the not Assassin's Creed one. Fingers crossed. Rotten Canvas is fantastic. Don't think Davey B streams in. Yeah. Last I heard he was pretty dissatisfied with it. Yeah. Fair. But Rotten Canvas, amazing artist. Pretty sure this is heavy metal. It sounds pretty heavy metal to me. It's in Black Flag. It's a sea shanty. Yeah. Yep. How do you spell that? Here, I'll chuck it into chat. Rotten canvas. Like that. This is not the Black Flag. Excellent. Not the Black Flag version. Words are tough. Another thing that I want to quickly do is I want to darken this section of the water edge, just because with the siren right here, it should be murkier and more of like a feeling of like thin and thick on the water's edge. I think will give it a bit more movement.
We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much.
The what? Who? Eh? Red. Speed running a band with that combo, did I? Nothing is coming up. I'll grab his profile then and chuck it your way. He does sort of like creepy imagery, just a heads up. I said black flag. Oh, you really got to lambast me for falling over my words, even though I've been literally stuttering all stream. Frick you guys. But yeah, Mum, there's the link for him. As I said, like a bit creepier aesthetic, but incredible with graphite. No, Fields, no. I will not take this slander. Not a modicum of hatred in my heart. Thank you, Fields. The gays. As if they're some sort of collective. You are the gays? Oh, excellent. Cool. I love all of you. It was fun chatting. You got to run? Yeah, no stress, no stress. Lovely to meet you, Mum. Yeah, see, like messing with the thickness of the edge of the water, I think has added a lot more movement into it, which I'm happy with. Backflip. Ooh. The Lucky 7 pose has been quite popular. Think you broke it, so... Oh, that's alright. Get a bit of ice on it. Wee bit of ice on it. Fix it right up. Don't worry about it. We got 10 tools for a reason. Shatter a few. Oh, you hurting? 13's not... Oh no, followed by the 5. 13's not bad. Lucky number 13. It's tough. Squiddy, it's tough. It's tough. You'll get the vapor rub. Excellent. The tiger balm. You know what? I'm going to start. It's not recommended, but I'm going to start on the reflections. I'm going to start on the reflections. It's going to be tough. It's going to stink, but I have the want. The deep heat. Yep. Oh no, the 4, it gets worse. It gets worse. How? Such a good hand. Oh, thank you. I'm pretty chuffed with how it turned out. do not go back through the VOD and see where it was. it looked like a little claw like this, and it looked terrible. But turns out taking a photo reference of your hand, pretty nifty. It does a pretty good job for giving a sense of what you ought to aim for. Aim for a 1 exactly. Start reflections for like 2 minutes before. Yeah, I know, but I want like a tangible something on the page, because it feels like all the things that I've played with today have all been quite minuscule, whereas I feel like the reflections are like a big splash, pun intended. I'm gonna start it and then wake up tomorrow like this. Yeah, you're not wrong. I'll only do it for a couple of minutes. Here, you know what? Line in the sand. In 4 minutes, I'm wrapping up. Hardcore, foot down, break toe, ouch, get vapor rub and tiger balm. Third time's the jump. You got this, Squiddy. You got this. I bet. Squiddy, what are you doing? This is close to like the 3rd or 4th Gab, I will admit. Yeah, this was supposed to be a half stream, and it's currently shaping up to be a full stream, just as a full, like... just to really underline things. Frick, it's misaligned. This is why we don't start it at this point, because then we misalign things, and then it looks awful. Rigged? It's a bit like that. It's a bit like that sometimes, I will admit. Your turn? Oh, no. Oh, no. The back-to-back 19s. Squiddy, I feel as it's your right. It's your right to roll one more time. Come on. Let's see it. Squiddy, let's see it. Vindication. Revelation. Justice. 4th time's the charm. When am I ending stream? In 2 minutes. God, it's been 2 minutes already. Let's see it. Let's see it. Oh, Fields jumped in and took the bullet. Fields, you mad lad. It's better than a 4. Oh my goodness, yes. Oh, dearie dear. No, shh, Squiddy, just take it. Squiddy, just take the 9. Just take the 9. It's so much better than the 4s and the 5s. It's double. You doubled your success rate. You doubled your value. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Not being able to do a backflip must be one of those farmer peasants from the... Oh my goodness. I hate when Alt gets like this, all stuck up, and he laughs behind his hand, all high and mighty. The most average backflip you've ever seen. It's technically a backflip. And we've hit the mark. How have we hit the mark already? It's been 4 minutes. Freaking how? God, when you don't want it to, time just revs up like it's nobody's business. But then, when you're like, please time, skip forward a couple of hours. No. Whatever. It's coming along. It's coming along. It's improving. It's getting there. Technically, improvement. Stumbled a little bit on the landing, but it'll do. Yep. No, Squiddy, I told you take the 9. Take the 9. Oh, God. Oh, that's tragic. Absolute tragedy. Oh, my condolences. My condolences. Okay, let's start wrapping up. Okay. What? Absolutely. Oh, that's what you need to do, Squiddy. You need to hit it with the reverse psychology. You need to hit it with the reverse psychology. Do what Fields did. Call the 1. Call the 1 first and then go for it. All right. Who shall we raid? Who is online? AJ. Right. The glass artist. Let's go check out their stuff. I was recommended this artist the other day and I haven't raided them yet. So we'll see how they are. I'm super curious. Hey, there you go. There you go. Super normal, relatively successful roll. Successful is difficult to pronounce at the 4th hour. Do it again. Oh my goodness. The declaration. The gauntlet doth been throw down. A decent slip for... Oh my god. Alt, you need to get off your high horse, especially with a 10. With a 10, Alt. Okay. All right. Let's see it. Okay. You levitate to it. Yeah. By technicality, I have done it. Oh, the 18. There you go. Boom. Nailed it. Excellent. All right. On that note, thanks for hanging out, everyone. Hope you had fun. I did. I had a lot of fun. More progress to come. Pokemon stream tomorrow, so look forward to that. It'll be an evening stream starting around right now, actually, tomorrow, believe it or not. God, I didn't stick to my timetable at all. Regardless, have an excellent rest of your day or night, depending on where you are. And I'll catch you around. Bye, everyone. Thank you, Bebop and Gav, for the raids. Really appreciate it. I'll catch everyone around. Bye.